Manta, or as the team describes it, the modular blockchain for ZK applications, has emerged as one of the most trending cryptocurrencies in 2024 so far. And there are various reasons for it. For starters, its layer 2 quickly grew to become the 4th largest Ethereum scaling solution just 4 months after launch. Also, on January 5th, they announced an airdrop scheduled for the 18th of the same month. Then, a few days before the scheduled airdrop, Binance made a listing announcement. On D-Day, however, things didn't go smoothly as the network faced a DDoS attack, and shortly after, the team was hit with money laundering allegations. So yeah, it has indeed been an interesting start for Manta, to say the least. But before delving into all of that, let's explore the project in more detail, beginning with the team. Manta's story began in 2020 with its 3 co-founders, Victor G, Shumo Chu, and Kenny Lee. Kenny, with a background in the crypto space since 2013 when he started mining Bitcoin, was pursuing his MBA at MIT Sloan. Victor was studying for his master's in economics at Harvard, and Shumo was working at Algorand as a system researcher. The 3 came together and founded POX Labs, the development company behind Manta Network. Their goal was to address the issue of lack of interoperability, usability, and especially privacy faced by blockchains. They aim to achieve this by building an interoperable and privacy-focused layer 1 network on Polkadot. The vision began to materialize in 2021 when POX Labs held its first funding round, raising over $1 million from Parachain. So far, they have secured over $60.4 million across 5 rounds, with participation from other investors such as Coin Fund, Kaiming Venture Partners, and Binance Labs. So what is Manta? Manta Network currently comprises 2 networks, Manta Atlantic, which operates as a layer 1 on Polkadot, and Manta Pacific, a layer 2 built on Ethereum. So let's zoom in on Manta Atlantic, their first product. Manta Atlantic is a layer 1 parachain in the Polkadot ecosystem, designed with a focus on privacy and identity using ZK or zero-knowledge technology. Being a ZK layer 1 chain allows them to offer projects a foundational focus on privacy and confidentiality. It enables them to build their projects without the need to develop their own cryptographic solutions. On top of that, Manta Atlantic is powered by other key infrastructure components such as the ZK address system designed to safeguard sensitive information. This includes details about the sender, receiver, asset ID, and the amount involved in transactions. The project has also introduced a mechanism through a feature known as the proof key. This enables users to selectively share specific credentials associated with the ZK address system without disclosing their entire zero-knowledge identity. The purpose of the proof key is to ensure that users can meet compliance requirements like KYCs without the necessity to reveal more information than strictly necessary for the given context. Manta Atlantic's uniqueness lies in its approach. Unlike privacy solutions such as Zcash and Monero, which essentially create a privacy token, Manta's primary focus is on crafting technology aimed at enhancing the privacy of other projects. In other words, it serves as a utility provider for privacy through ZK technology. This could be achieved through their proposed decentralized anonymous payment. Here, users have the ability to privatize an existing public token, such as DOT, and use it anonymously for payments, or they can engage in private trading through a swap platform on the network. Manta Pacific, the sister chain, functions as an optimistic rollup layer 2 solution on the Ethereum blockchain. Like any rollup, Manta Pacific eases the load on Ethereum by executing transactions off-chain. What sets Manta Pacific apart is that it builds upon the groundwork laid by the Manta team in ZK technology and integrates it into the Ethereum virtual machine to cater to applications that want to make use of these privacy capabilities but within the Ethereum ecosystem. Also, developers can now leverage the power of ZK technology within the familiar Ethereum environment without the need to learn new languages, making ZK app development more accessible. Another key feature of Manta Pacific is its shift of the data availability layer from Ethereum to Celestia, a dedicated blockchain designed to efficiently handle data for layer 2 transactions. This change was implemented in a December 2023 update. It aims to reduce the data portion of transaction costs for end users and advance the L2 to its second phase according to its roadmap. Okay, so now let's discuss the ecosystem's utility token, Manta. The total supply of Manta at launch is 1 billion tokens, and currently about 25.1% of this total supply, equivalent to 251 million Manta tokens, is already in circulation as of shooting. As for token allocation, 21.19% is set aside for the ecosystem, 13.50% for the foundation treasury, and 10% for the team. The team's tokens won't be released for the first 18 months, after which there will be a gradual release over the next 48 months. Advisors receive 8.10% released monthly over 30 months. Stakers responsible for maintaining network security receive 2%. Private, strategic, and institutional investors, collectively allocated 24.11%, will not have token access for the first 12 months, followed by a gradual release over 36 months. Binance Launch Pool gets 3%, and the remaining 12.1% is allocated to airdrops that began in January 2024. So then, what about its ecosystem? The Manta Atlantic ecosystem currently has 407 million in TVL according to its website. It only has a few protocols such as Manta DEX and Bifrost DEX live on the chain, while others are still in development. In terms of partnerships, the Layer 1 has collaborated with projects like Linea, Dora Factory, and Impossible Finance. These projects leverage Manta for products such as NFT private offering. This privately mints NFTs on ZK address and ZK soulbound tokens designed for privacy-oriented digital identity. Manta Pacific, on the other hand, boasts 39 dApps and a TVL of 635 million, though this doesn't seem to include the 1.1 billion locked in its new paradigm campaign. This probably explains the discrepancy with TVL figures from L2 Beat, which reports its TVL at about 2.36 billion. The campaign incentivized users with an airdrop to bridge ETH and USDC to Manta Pacific and earn up to 5% in fixed yield. Does that sound familiar? Well, that's because it uses a similar playbook to Blast. Blast, the L2 that has amassed over 1 billion so far in TVL from ETH and stablecoin deposits from users in return for up to 5% yield and airdrop rewards. Manta's campaign also provided NFT incentives. Unlike Blast, users were given the option to farm for yields in their ecosystem right away, with liquid tokens received in exchange for bridging their ETH and USDC. Thanks to this campaign, Manta Pacific has become one of the fastest growing Ethereum L2 solutions, currently ranking as the 4th largest by TVL, trailing only behind Arbitrum, Optimism, and Blast just a few months after its launch. Moving on, here's what Manta's got lined up for in the future. According to the project's roadmap, Manta Pacific is set to transition from its current status as an optimistic rollup to a ZK EVM. This shift involves adopting an EVM-compatible rollup secured by zero-knowledge proofs via Parachain's Chain Development Kit, a tool crafted for deploying Layer 2 solutions. Following this transition, Manta also aims to continue reducing gas fees and expanding support for additional use cases. As for Manta Atlantic, Manta has not outlined a detailed roadmap for the Layer 1, but their website indicates there are products in development. Now, it's worth noting that Kenny Lee, one of the co-founders, shared in an interview on January 25th, 2024, that the project has undergone a strategic shift. Steering away from its original goals, due to regulatory concerns and technological feasibility issues. The project had initially aimed to explore the privacy aspect of zero-knowledge technology, but has pivoted towards a focus on zero-knowledge enabled decentralized applications. Well, there you have it, an overview of the Manta Network. What are your thoughts on the project? Well, feel free to share them in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to see more videos.